What's up, MP? Hey, if it's good enough for Steph, you can't really go wrong. What's up, MP?
Get ready to light it up tonight.
MP.
Is right around the corner, fans. On game day, we'll be sending every fan home with their very own Nets poster. The perfect way to show off your Nets pride at home or in the office. Good news, Nets fans. If you're still looking for tickets to an upcoming home game, visit the ticket booth.
Up next, the Nets take. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, BA, yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, pounding defense, some fast-paced action end to end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. We've got A.J. Griffin, Josh Giddey out there with Grady Dick, and it's Barry in at the 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Giddey. A quick shot there. It's off target. Pass to Dillingham. Fires for 3. Barry pulls it in.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Griffin outside. Back to Dick. Lets it go from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Dillingham. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Outside Giddey. Back to Reeves. Sarr pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And so here is Toronto, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Griffin with it, now guarded by Butler. Griffin passes to Reeves. Outside Giddey, just 5 to shoot. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Pass to Barry. Back to Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giddey's got 6 points. The Nets have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. The steal.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. They'll have
They've got Dillingham. Smith out there with Sarr. And it's Thunder in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Raptors trail by 6.
First team foul.
Green for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Weber. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And how about their shot blocking tonight? I mean, creating doubt every time the ball goes up. They're there lurking.
Going inside.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Thunder, the pass to Weber. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Weber. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of a bar. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And it's hammered home by Green.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
Thunder, the pass to Weber. Here's Sarr over Reeves. Sarr misses.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
And count that, 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Free throw no good for Avdia. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Three-pointer. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Dillingham. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Sarr's got 6.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Off the outside. Pass to Neely. Reeves with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. He takes it in. Smith, good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Thunder, the pass to Sarr. Barry pulls it in. Raptors trail by 14. Outside, Green. Green, money from deep.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
The Nets have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Dillingham. Here's Sarr. And he dunks it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Dick, following the bucket by Brooklyn. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Nets.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Raptors trail by 18. Shot to stop the run. Weber pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Pass to Smith. Beyond the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had 22 points and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the strike. And he's been on a tear, playing confident and doing anything he wants on the floor. He is so hard to stop. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Dick with it, guarded by Smith. Dick, the pass to Giddey. From the top of the key, he buries it. Giddey's got 10 points in the game. Right side Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 21.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Hendrick. Outside Dick. And here's Griffin outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 7.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Weber passes to Thunder. Takes it inside. For 3, Smith. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
On the wing, Grady Dick. Give him 8 points now. And it's Giddey missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Out left to the wing. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Buries it from 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Toronto has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Griffin passes to Dick. Fires the 3. Brooklyn with the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The 3. Barry pulls it in. Barry's got his 4th rebound in this one. And for the Raptors, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Thunder, the pass to Weber. Barry pulls it in. Barry's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Dick, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Pass to Griffin. This one for 3. Thunder grabs a board. And Brooklyn's shooting is around 55% so far. Here's Weber. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You look at Houston, they're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
You know, for Brooklyn, they are showing some progress. Little by little, they're becoming a better team. Now, they just have to maintain this positive momentum.
Reeves is checked in for Hendricks. Here's Giddey. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Thunder, the pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Outside Dick. Johnson against Griffin. Here's Dick. And the Raptors miss again.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
Thunder, the pass to Howard. Here's Kessler. And here's Howard. 6 to shoot from the line. Barry pulls it in. Barry's got his 6th rebound on the night. Griffin on the wing. He's covered by Kessler. Griffin passes to Barry. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Giddey. Brooklyn pulls it in.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Thunder. His last outing, we saw him score 22. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he can't get the first one. So the Nets making a switch here.
7 at the line 2 times.
He does not get the second one. And so it's Brooklyn, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Brooklyn Nets.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game. And I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And as great as they've been, the show still has a second act. It can all change in a flash.
Can you say splash on TV?
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, They're going to be tested on both ends, but we're talking to these guys. They're ready for it. They're hyped, man. This one could have a playoff feel, Ernie.
Our viewers would love that. So would we.
That was a good job, Kenny.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. So for Toronto right now, Josh Giddey out there with Grady Dick. Then there's Griffin, and it's Barry in at the 5. A nice shot by Smith.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Giddey passes to Reeves. Pass to Griffin. Here's Barry. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Sarr, out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. Number 1, the Nets.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Griffin. Fires the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sarr's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. Here's Smith. Rebound Toronto. Griffin outside. Outside Reeves. It's Giddey on the wing. Back to Reeves. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Reeves has got 8.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Thunder, the pass to Sarr. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting 2. Sarr.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Pass to Dick. Inside, just 5 on the clock. And Griffin slams it in.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Butler passes to Thunder. Outside for Butler. Smith outside. The 3 is up. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Left side Dick. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From deep, Giddey. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Pass to Barry. Here's Giddey. Now here's Reeves. On the wing, Reeves. Outside Giddey. Over Butler. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Dillingham with the bucket.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Dick. Griffin on the wing. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Sarr passes to Thunder. Tipped! Now here's Giddey. He's got 15.
His fourth personal foul. We'll see how the...
And the Nets shooting it well at 59%. We've got Walker Kessler, and it's Johnson.
Oh, my goodness.
How
Wow.
about that?
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Green. Shakes him. And he lays it in.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around it.
Here's Thunder. Pass to Weber. Kessler down low. Shot left block. And it comes off the front of the rim. Thunder, the pass to Weber. Five on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Toronto shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Grant. Damn, that's good.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Right side Johnson. And there's a pick. He gets it in there.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Hendricks, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Green. Over to the wing. Pass to Avdia. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated, and of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions, but now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Toronto making a switch here. Bates is checked in. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Well, he needs to take a deep breath and start playing with more control. Those 5 turnovers aren't helping them stay in this fight.
Into the lane, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Avdia. Such a wide open look.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Kessler. Pass to Thunder. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta. Thunder's got 23.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100. And they'll keep your confidence up.
So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Hey, yo, bad play.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Crowd looks hyped tonight. You better come with it.